Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And this series is the continuation of your Power BI learning that is start to end. And in the last chapter, what we discussed is we finish up the data model and we build some relationship, whatever it is projected, and we create the date dynamic table as well, right? So now, in this chapter or the next couple of series of the video, we'll try to understand that why relationship is required between the two tables. Okay, if there is no relationship, what will happen? If there is a relationship, how it is working, right? Second, uh, we'll try to understand the difference between a measure and a column. Let me put that. So second, we'll just take a difference between, sorry, difference between measure and column. Okay, then third, we will see that why measure table. Do you really require to create a measure table? Then finally, we'll discuss about your different context we have, which is the backbone of the DAX calculation which you have in the Power BI. If you understand the context properly, then it will be easier to write and correlate to the DAX functions, right? Let's see. So let's first start with the first topic, why the relationship is required. So let me get into the model here. So if you see, so we have a very basic model here, the customer, my product, right? And it is connecting to the sales, right? And even the date is connecting to the sales, and the uh, target is somehow we created a bridge table which is connecting the customer and target, right? So there are different kinds of relationship we have. Now see, let's see how this will work, right? Let's try to create that. So what I'll do here is that so let's try to create a measure. I'll come to that what is measure exactly. But before to that, I just want to create a sum of order quantity. Very simple. I just want to sum this up. Okay. So I will go to my sales table here. Okay, in the three dots and create the new measure. Here also you can create the new measure, new column, all these things. But this is the first place, or you can go to your column tools. Okay, you can create the no column. If you go to the table tools here, you can this option, the calculation part, right? So DAX will use to create the measure, to create the column and the new table. Now let's try to create a measure here first. Okay, and I'll explain to you on the subsequent things that what is measure, what is column. So it's just like a measure. Okay, then say this column is, I'm saying, total order quantity. Sorry, total order quantity. So I'm saying sum of my order quantity. That's it. Nothing I'm fancy I'm doing. I'm just summing up this. Okay, finally it got created. Okay, now this is under the sales table. Okay, under the sales table. Now, and I go to here, right? So let me try to create a table here. Okay, so I will take one table here where I will take my, let's take my customer name. Okay, my customer name here. All right, and I will take the total order quantity. Right, all right. So this is the data. Now let me just little bit zoom in. We'll see column header. Let's take, yeah, that's it, and the values. Okay, so fine. Now if we are seeing this now, if we say total order quantity we have in our this model is 10366. Okay, so this is a total one. But if you go to the individual things, right? So it is saying that this is my uh, this customer have placed 11 orders. This guy has placed 10 orders. So this is the distribution is happening here. Now let me explain that how it is working exactly. Okay. So what is happening? So here we have two things here. So one is my measure and second one is my column. Okay. So column always work on the row context, whereas the measure works on the filter context. What does it mean? Let me go to a table here. So here if you see on the sales table, in the sales table you are seeing that, right, total order quantity, which is a measure, but nowhere you will see this measure will be stored inside the table. Okay, maybe it is there in a table, but it will never store inside the table. In the means, in the sense, it will not store any kind of data or consume any space inside the table. That is the first difference between a measure and a column. Okay, and whereas the column always hold a space uh, inside your table, right? So let's create the same column, total order quantity, with a different story here. Okay, so now let me go to my home tab here, sorry, table tools, and create a new column here. Same, I will say total order quantity column. This is column, that is measure. Okay, same, I will put some order quantity. Okay, see what is happening here? It is directly giving me the total order quantity 10366. How it is happening? It is actually how this column is working. It is going to how many rows I have? Around 2845 rows I have in the sales table. So always column works on the row context. It means that it will go to each individual rows of 2845 rows, and it will sum one by one. So let's say 3 plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, like that. It will go till end of your 2845 rows, and whatever the value it will be happening, it will give you the result. Okay, this is called your row context. Make sense? Now, when I'm talking about the measure, I'm written, but it is not storing the data here, right? It is not storing that. But we are referring to a column which is existing in the sales table, right? And finally, when you are creating this measure and when you are pulling the data into that, it is also showing me 10366. Now we need to understand that, okay, this total order quantity column is present inside my table. So I can suggest that, okay, it is taking this row by row, and it is giving me the result. But how my measure is working, this data is in, just think like that. The table is present, data is present, and we are creating a measure which is not storing the data, or it is not taking any space inside the table, but still it's working fine, right? How things are working on the major case. So to understand that, we need to understand one more context, which is opposite of the row context, which is nothing but the filter context. Okay, so how things are working, let's see. So you understand first the column, the row context and the column. Very simple. Column and row context are very simple. Whenever you are creating a row, it will go to each row by row and it will just create the calculation. Whereas the filter context, right? So let's see how things are working. So if I remove my customer name from this, it is giving me total order quantity 10366. Okay. So this is 10366. So what is doing? It is going to the table. Okay. So how total order quantity measure is working here? So it is going to this table, okay, and it is just summing up as a column, like sum of order quantity. Okay, so this is what has happened. How things are working? Let me explain you this with the Excel formula. So let me bring up this one. So you think that this is my order quantity. When I'm creating a measure, right, it is considering this as a completely column. Okay, and what the sum is there? The sum is 91, right, for this quantity. Like that, whenever you are creating a sum measure column for the order quantity, it is considering completely one column itself. And whatever the sum is coming, it is just displaying there, which is absolutely fine. So Logically, if you think it right, the row context always refer to each and every row of the table, whereas the filter context always refer to the column of the table. Okay, you don't know because it is not storing inside the table, right? So you don't know what is there in the row. We are giving order quantity, so it will check for any kind of column I have in this table. Yes, I have the order quantity. Just sum it up. That's it. It is doing it. Okay, the first part is clear. Okay, now when I am giving a customer name to this, okay, my 1036, just carefully observe that. So when I'm putting a customer name here, so the total remains same, my 1036, but now for the each customer I'm getting a different order quantity right here. Now just think like that. So it is not storing inside not the table, how it is segregating that total based on different customer, right? Not customer. If you take anything here, so let's try to take any product here. Okay, so let's take by category. See, by category also it is giving me 226461701932. Finally it is giving the total, which is absolutely fine. But how this is working, that you need to understand completely. Okay, so I will take customer only and I will explain you how it is working or how the measure works. Okay, so here what exactly is happening. Now let's try to understand one row first. The first row is my customer name, which is total order quantity is 11, right? So what is exactly happening is it is taking this filter context. What is the filter context for this? The customer name. So the total order quantity is getting affected right now by customer. So what is going? It is going to the customer table first. Okay. Let's go to the customer table here. Go to the customer table. And what is the first customer name I have? Arun Brugman, right? So I will put a filter on customer name equals to Arun Bugman. So this is taking that customer Arun Bugman and it is filter the customer table first with that filter. That is called the filter context. Now, so filter got applied. Now, from this, we will take the customer ID. What is the ID? AB10015. This is the customer ID of this. Now, by taking the customer ID, then I will go to my sales table. Okay. Then I put a filter on customer ID AB10015. This one. This is nothing but my Arun Bhagwan customer ID. Okay. Let's see again. So this is my customer ID, right? AB10015. Why I will take customer ID only? Because that define your relationship. If you see between my customer and my sales, the relationship is based on my customer ID only. So that's why I'm taking customer ID only. Got it? Now I will go to customer ID, customer here. This is my customer ID. Then I go to my sales. I put a filter on AB1001015 and how much order quantity I'm getting. See, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 6, 9. It's just giving me that value only. Okay, got it? All right. Just give me a second, guys. The order quantity 3, 3, 6, 6 to 8. It should come at 9 there, but why it is coming 11 here? Did I something mistake? Let me check. The ID AB10015. Okay, AB10015. 10015. Okay, I selected wrong one here. Okay, so if you see again, I'm repeating here. The customer ID of Arun Bhagman is AB10015. Okay, I'm selecting 10105. 10015. So this is the one. 10015. Okay, that's what. Now if you see 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 6, 11. Exactly what you are getting here. Okay, let's take another example here. Let's take another filter here. So Arun Hawkins. So what will go? We'll go to my customer table, put a filter on Arun Hawkins, sorry, Arun Hawkins, and take the customer ID for that. That is AH10030. AH10030. Okay. So AH, let me check. Sorry, AH10030. This one. Okay. So this guy. So this 4 plus 6, 10. Exactly 10. So this is the way your filter is working. And why filter is working? Because of your relationship. So what is happening is it is filtering on the customer name on the customer table, taking the customer ID, and through your relationship. See, from here it is moving to the sales table through the relationship channel, and it is filtering the sales as a order quantity, and it is giving you the result properly. Right? Same lies for the product, same lies for the dates, everything. So this relationship, that's why it is important, because to propagate your filter to certain tables, like from the customer I want to move it to my sales table. This is called your filter, and that is called your filter context. So filter context is something like it will filter the table, filter the column, sorry, filter the column. Based on that, it will the filter will propagate based on the relationship. Now if I don't have this relationship, let me just manually delete it. What will happen now? I just deleted the customer and my sales relationship. Now if I go to my report, no, it will everywhere it is giving you the total of the quantity, because there is no movement, because there is no relationship between these two. So it can't filter the customer name directly. So it will give you the total order quantity, which is we are written sum of order quantity. It will go to the sales table, and it will take you completely the quantity table. It is just sum up, and it will give you every result across the customer, right? So that's why the relationship is important. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so let me just do a relationship back to this. Uh, where is the customer ID here? Yeah, here. So let me take the customer ID here and put it here. All right. Now, if you once you make the relationship again, it will again start working this one. So this is the row context on the column section, and this is the filter context. How things are working, right? That makes sense. So I'm stopping here, and don't I will not make the video lengthy here. So I will come up again the continuation. We'll take so more examples to understand the basic understanding of your the filter context, row context, everything. Okay. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day.